Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, June 3rd, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest information from this past week, plus anything that's coming up here in the very near future. There's a lot that's going on, lots happened, lots coming up. Really kicking off. I like to see there's a lot really going on in the Wax community, so let's go ahead and really dive into it. Starting off with something just something that you should be aware of, because I see it happening more and more in more and more games. Also, Forsaken put out a good public service announcement here. Basically, there's no point or there's no time you should be burning NFTs unless you know the purpose for burning them. For example, Unlinked had an exercise or a furnace that they're doing where you burn an NFT. Or if you have it's backed by Wax, that's when you're going to be burning NFTs. But there's no other reason really to burn NFTs. I've seen it in Forsaken. I've seen it in several other games where people thought that they would need to burn their NFT in order to get access to something. Do not do that, because if you burn it, the projects are not responsible for replacing them. It's kind of goes out in the middle of nowhere. You lost it. So please be very careful when burning. Okay, that is the PSA for this meeting, and not this meeting, this video. So I wanted to go ahead and start with that because I know it's incredibly important. Don't throw your money away by burning some NFTs, even if they're no longer used or you don't think they're used much anymore. Hold on to them. There's no space limit with your wallet, so it doesn't make sense to burn those. All right, out of that way. Let's go on to Wax news. This has been announced for a little bit now as far as the Unity 3D SDK. This is important. This is, I think, a very big step for the Wax creators. I think because of this, and there's going to be a lot more 3D entertainment style games coming into the Wax community, getting away from those copycat clickers that we all hate so much. Even if you don't know you hate it yet, you hate it. So let's get away from those copycat clickers and start focusing on the entertainment value in the long term, because I think that'll attract more people to the Wax community, and this is a good step from the Wax team to go ahead and do that. They also announced that they have a V-Punks PFP style NFTs that are dropping. There's a huge giveaway going right now. Not sure how I feel about this. I've mentioned it a number of times. I'm not the biggest fan of PFPs unless they have utility that go along with them. They did the V-Bots a little bit ago. Now they're doing the V-Punks. Uncertain how I feel about it. I'm curious to see what they look like. They're interesting looking. I'd love it if they had some utility that goes along with them, but we'll see. I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. There is, again, they are doing a giveaway, so go over to their Twitter if you're at all interested in these, and check out the giveaway that they're doing for the V-Punks. Next on the list, we have Avalon. I know I seem to cover this just about every recap, but I wanted to let you all know that the June alpha has kicked off. It's not too late to go ahead and join. I know there's a few passes on the secondary market for Wax, also in Polygon. It's fun. If you have not had the chance to go ahead and play it yet, or see any of my videos around it, is one of the most complete games and still in alpha. If you are kicking off the June edition and you're jumping in and playing alpha, go ahead and check out my video that I put out on Wednesday. Basically gives you step-by-step how to start and get through the first 5 to 10 levels. If you're at all curious or you have any questions around what you need to do, this video plus a few other videos that I've put out there will walk you through everything that you need to know. All right, moving on. FGL, let's cover a few things. For Outlaw Trooper, they finished Season 5 this past week. Season 6 is on the horizon. And talking with the team, there are some pretty big updates that are going to be coming as part of Season 6. One of the big thing is the Mega Quits. So if you have a bunch of those robots, the quits, you can go ahead and really start blending those, getting your voucher, blending those into a mega one, which is going to be incredibly important for next season. So as soon as I get the details on all the changes that are coming, obviously I'll go ahead and do a video and bring that out to you. In addition, from FGL, the new King of the Hill that they've been doing for Cosmic Clash is a refreshing addition, a refreshing change for Cosmic Clash instead of just going and doing your 5 missions a day. It's needed. There's a lot of strategy that goes along with it. If you haven't tested it, I encourage you to test it. Week 2 is in really in progress right now. It's going to end on June 5th. So you can't jump in now. I believe they really close the sign up for that, but there's going to be another week or another session coming up. There's actually 2 more sessions at the King of the Hill before the next season of Cosmic Clash starts. So I encourage you to check it out. Even if you just check out the Bronze League, it's 500 FGL to get in there, which is converted into wax. It's not very expensive. And you can go ahead and test it out. And they even give you essentially a free fleet. If you don't have any of the Cosmic Clash NFTs, go ahead and check that out. In addition, the other game from FGL, Mecha World, they do have a few more days left in their Alien World dice tournament. So go ahead and check that out. Definitely worth checking out. I did videos on those, so you can go ahead and see what they're all about before you jump in there. Next on the list, we got Wombat. They did a quick update, but I think it's a good update as far as the sidekicks go. Initially, sidekicks only impacted the collections that they were associated with if you had them staked, but now the sidekicks themselves give you additional MP. Depending on the level, it's basically 100 MP for every level that you go up. So if you level them all the way up to 30, you get an extra 3,000. And if you go ahead and stake 2 sidekicks, which you can stake up to 2, you'll get an extra 6,000 if you get them both leveled up to 30. So it's a nice little addition, a nice little MP boost for those that are really trying to push to get better results and better rewards from the MP. And I say MP, for those of you that are not familiar, MP is mining power within the game. All right, next we got Farming Tales. Big updates coming with Farming Tales. Keep an eye out for this. They are going to be asking for some feedback from the community. You can go to their Discord. There's a whole list of proposed changes that they're doing. Just a little background around this. If there's a project that's around for a number of years, like Farming Tales has, there's a chance that there's going to be an overabundance of NFTs. What they're trying to introduce is some ways to go ahead and mediate that, add basically a life cycle to the animals, repairing to the barn. That's a burning mechanism. Also workers that are going to be going in that need to be fed, that need to be paid. It's essentially taking the farming game that they currently have, and I believe taking it to the next level, making it more realistic, adding just more burning type of mechanisms that should help the overall economy. We'll see more of that as soon as I get more information on that. You know, I'm going to be doing some videos on this, but just keep an eye out. And if you're at all into this game, I would highly recommend you keep an eye on their Discord so you can provide your input on some of these changes. Next on the list, we have Taco. Also ended their season for Cryptia this past week. It was a fun one. They've added a lot of updates to the game, including the mobile ability to play on mobile, which I think is a huge thing for the game, and also their Alien Worlds collaboration. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table for season 4, so keep an eye on that. Once I get more information, I'll go ahead and pass that on also. And then we got Nova Pangea. They had their PFP sale, and it completely sold out this week. Considering the price tag on these, I'm impressed that it did. I'm also not surprised that it did. They did a great job with the utility that's going to be going along with this. We even are already starting to see the rewards from it as of the 1st. If you're not familiar, the PFPs, they give you airdrops at the beginning of every month for the next 12 months. We already got skilled worker, unskilled worker, and some obsidian NFT. So neat results there. And then they're going to start introducing more into the game. So this was one of those PFP sales that I love because of the utility that goes along with it. So congratulations to them on the sellout. Now we got Our Planet kicked off a new server on June 1st. So if you enjoyed Our Planet, at least the last couple seasons, and I'm talking about the actual gameplay, not the whole staking situation from the previous, the gameplay that kicked off a few months ago. They have a new server that's out there. You can go ahead and join and get some cool prizes. So definitely worth checking out Our Planet if you like that style. It's a strategy game, PvP style game. And we got Realm. Realm NFT I'm liking this. I've always been a big fan of Realm NFT, the strategy and the gameplay behind it. Season's a little long for me, gets a little grindy if you're trying to compete for the high rankings. But the gameplay itself is one of the best gameplays, I believe, from a strategy perspective on Wax. I like that fact that they're booming. I'm noticing a lot more people jumping back into Realm. They kicked off their season about a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago by the time you're watching this. And this weekend already kicked off by the time you're watching this also is a build event, which is going to be great. I like that they put this at the beginning of the season. I think it was wise putting this at the beginning of the season. In past seasons, this has been later in the season, so it hasn't had as much of an impact. So moving this up was a great idea. So this was going to go all the way to the end of day on June 4th on Sunday. So if you're into the game, make sure you're building this weekend because you got a nice little bonus that goes along with it. Forged Arena's got some updates coming. In fact, the next couple projects that we're going to talk about have some updates that are coming, and I encourage you to go to their Discord. There's a number of updates that are listed on here, and I know there's a number of updates that they have not announced yet. It's fun to watch what they're doing. As far as staying ahead of the game with a lot of the games that are on Wax, there's a few other games that I would put on the same level as them, as far as trying to really get in touch with the Web 2.0, the Web 2.5, however you want to call it. So taking a look at their Discord for all the announcements that they have going on there and changes. Cosmos 11 also has a number of adjustments coming here in the very near future for the month of June. So go ahead and check out their Discord. And in addition, Zombie Coin also announced a number of changes here in June that is going to try and make the overall game better for the community. So keep an eye out on those. Again, go over their Discord and check out all the updates. Pixagon, this is a pixel-based game that goes on like a virtual console. They have 2 games that are out there. They just released a new skins for the games itself. I also see around Twitter that they have skateboards, like physical items that are coming out here in the near future. If they're not already out, I think that's super cool. I think they're doing a great job with it, especially if you're not familiar with Pixagon, the very low price point. And they're putting a lot of great content out there. So full credit to them. They're doing a great job over there. Alien World, I mentioned this last week. I'm going to try and do a video coming up here in the very near future. They are connecting with Minecraft. They have quests within Minecraft. So you can go ahead and play Minecraft and actually earn different NFTs through Alien Worlds. Cool addition. I talked about how much I like this because it's connecting. Again, it's going to the Web 2.5 instead of Web 2.0 to 3.0. I like the connection between the two of these. Funko's also got a drop coming up here on Tuesday, the 6th. I'm not a big Adventure Time fan. I really didn't know it until I saw them put out some Funkos about a year ago. But I know a lot of people love Adventure Time. So there is a new one coming out here. Scroll down to the physical ones that are involved. And Freddy is going to be this guy who I do not know who he is. But I'm sure you do. And I'm sure I'll get some comments down below who he is. It looks interesting. So if you're at all an Adventure Time fan and a Funko fan, that is dropping here on Tuesday. And last but not least, again, I hate to do this, but we're going to start or end on a little bit of a sadder note. If you've been watching my channel over the last almost 2 years, you know I've been a big fan of Immersis. I've used to play Immersis on a lot of my Let's Chat videos, and just where I kind of rant about different things. Unfortunately, it's a sad week for Immersis. They officially shut down both the server for the game itself and also the companion app. A little disappointed with that, or a lot disappointed with that, because I enjoyed it, but I understand. I did a whole segment on this a couple weeks ago. They are working on a brand new game that's about 6 weeks in development, so we'll hear more about that, but it is sad to see Immersis go. I enjoyed it. But I understand the complications around it. All right, that is the Wax Weekly Recap. I hope you all enjoy this. Please let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, or if you have any questions, anything that you want me to highlight. I'll be happy to do that here in the near future. Also, are there any new games coming out there? I saw a King of Clans game that's dropping something yesterday. I may check that out here in the near future. Let me know if there's anything else dropping. I'm happy to take a look at those. Please, no copycat clickers. Not going to check those out. But I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.